Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. Do you remember this song? What a silly question is that? Of course, we know it's from the movie Titanic. And for some people, this Titanic is an epic Oscar-winning movie. And for some people, this Titanic is a beautiful love story between Jack and Rose, and of course, a beautiful drawing also. But for us, marine underwriters, it's a lesson. A ship which is termed as unsinkable, sunk on her maiden voyage. The beautiful concept of insurance, uncertainty. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gulf Boating Conference 2013. And we thank the organizing team for giving ADNIC an opportunity here. So, myself, Sujith Vijayamohan, and this is Vyankatesh talk, and we belong to the marine underwriting team of ADNIC, Abu Dhabi National Insurance Company. Let's get into the presentation. Many of these boat owners, they have a feeling that this insurance premium and the coverage is like a necessary evil. And there is a truth to an extent, but this necessary evil ensures a peaceful cruising. And my colleague will tell you how.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't we lucky enough here to see various kinds of boats, pleasure crafts, and all under one event? Thank you for organizing team to arranging such a beautiful event. As a boat owner, our boat is our property. It's our beautiful investment, and we are worried about damage, or that's material damage or property damage to our boat. We are also worried about the well-being of the passengers which are on board the vessel. They may receive fatal injury, bodily injury due to any unfortunate accident which they may encounter due to bad weather or while on board. Again, as an owner and during the operation of the vessels, we are legally liable, and that liability part is also need to be covered under the insurance umbrella. So when we are presenting here the boat insurance, we say we are covering your boat. When I say your boat, it means your whole boat. Boat, hull, engine, machinery and associated ancillaries. The boat which these yard sailors will sail you, as it is sailed, it will be covered. So as a marine insurance, we offer you insurance under Institute Yard Clause and in American Hull Clause, American Yard Clauses as well. Under Institute Yard Clauses, one of the basic purpose of insuring this yard is to insure you while you are cruising at sea, river or other navigable water. And you will encounter the perils of the seas, such as sinking, stranding or collision liabilities. We again are exposed to EVL perils, which means earthquake, volcanic eruptions and lightning. These are act of God perils. Collision damage. Many of the people feel that this might not be such a peril which we should be worried about. But like we have a road on the land, there are also rules of the road in the sea. And we may come into collision with third-party vessel, and our boat may receive damage, as well as we may be liable for other boats' damage or other. So we are covering your collision damage as well. Fire. Fire is such a peril which is one of the most evil perils when at sea. most of the people who are on the shore, they may feel that fire is not such a big peril because you are in the sea, you are in the water. But we have so many things on the boat, vessel, fuel, and which may lead to a fire peril. Theft of our boat and coverages against any kind of malicious act. Latent defect to our hull, machinery and gears are also covered under this clauses. Piracy. Piracy is one of those perils which we are seeing recently, that so many boats are getting attacked in Somalian water, in Red Sea, and insurance offer coverages against the piracy. Third party liability. As a boat owner, during the operation and during the owner, we may hit some other boat or boat may sink and we need to remove the wreck. So these all are comes under third party liability. So wreck removal is covered. Liabilities to third parties are covered under the Institute Yard clause. One of the questions which may arise in many of you is on the places of coverage. So your boat is covered while it is commissioning at sea or in inland water or in navigable water and at places of storage. It may be your marina, or if it is a small boat, you may take the boat on your trailer to your villa and you can store there. It is covered in ports, docks, marinas and all kinds of places of storage. Your boat is also covered while you are carrying out any trial trips, or it may be towed in case of a distress. The boat is fully insured.
I know that great power comes with a great responsibility. So as a great yacht comes with great responsibility. Don't think that I'm showing Titanic, Spider-Man, and I'm just a filmy guy. No, we just want to make this presentation interesting. So as a yacht owner, you have certain responsibilities and we call it as warranties. So your primary warranty would be a towing warranty. In all your policies, there would be a warranty called the warranted vessel shall not be towed except as is customary or when in need of an assistance. That is towing warranty. And the next is a usage warranty. And that is warranted vessel solely used for the purpose of pleasure and not for hire, reward or charter. And if you want to use it, you advise underwriters and get their approval. And a speed warranty, that is the vessel shall not be used more than 17 knots. And that can be waived by speed clause 19, and that my colleague will later explain to you. And fire extinguishing system. Warranted your vessel be fitted with a fire extinguishing system and maintain it properly. A navigation limit. And in the policy, we will give you a navigation limit and you are not supposed to cross that navigation limit. It's a warranty, and if you want to cross it, you have to advise the underwriter and get it approved. And finally, a laid-up warranty. When the vessel is out of commission or when the yacht is out of commission, and which is mentioned in the schedule of the policy, the boat owner or the yacht owner undertakes a promise that he will not be used and it will be laid up out of commission. Any changes, you have to again advise underwriters and take their approval. And this is a villain part of any movies, that is called exclusions. You don't like it, but we love it. We call it as main exclusions in the policy. The first exclusion is outboard motor dropping off. That's an exclusion. And personal effects exclusion. And many of these exclusions, what we are talking here, can be waived off and it can be put as an extension that my colleague will explain to you. And consumable stores, fishing gears or moorings. And a damage to sail mast and spurs when it's used in a racing, but if it is caused by sunk, sinking and collision fire, it is covered. And any loss or damage due to remedying a fault of design, that is not covered. And any motor and connections, electrical equipments and batteries causing due to heavy weather is not covered. But again, if it is sunk, fire, a collision, it will be covered.
Yeah, if Sujith is troubling you with warranties and exclusions, and if he's telling about villains, you should also need to know the hero. But I'm not hero. We do have extensions and we can waive off certain exclusions and warranties which is discussed by Sujith recently. These are the prominent extensions which we can offer you under the boat insurance. One of those is personal effects. If you have personal effects of the owners are covered under these extensions. Transit clause. If you have a small boat and you are transiting it by attaching to the trailer by way of road, rail, it is covered under the transit clause. Medical expenses. If the boat is sinking or if there is any kind of violent accident and the owner received any fatal injury, expenses up to a specified limit, surgeon's fees, has been paid under the medical expenses clause. Crew welfare, uninsured boater coverage, these all are other extensions. Passenger legal liability. Passengers which are on board our vessels, if they receive any fatal injury or in unfortunate incident, if somebody dies, the legal liability which comes on us or as on the assured will be indemnified under this insurance. Generally in this market we limit it up to 80 to 100,000, but it may vary upon case to case. Water skiing is one of the exciting sports and we do cover liabilities associated with it. In a short, we are here to offer one of the most comprehensive cover under the boat insurance. We will cover your boat for the material damage, we are covering your liabilities, we are offering you extensions. We also like to share about our company, ADNIC. A glimpse about the ADNIC. We believe that peace of mind is the key to a happier and more rewarding life. And we are offering professional services and offering our best attention to our customers. And from nearly 4 decades, we are serving this market. And we believe that it earned us the title of your reliable insurer. Our vision is to be insurer of choice across MENA region. And our mission is to serve our customer by offering them regional, alternative and international insurance solutions to protect their quality of life and help them excel in their business endeavor.
Talking about ADNIC core values, loyalty, innovation, transparency, excellence, teamwork, fairness, customer centricity, integrity and reliability, and that makes us your reliable insurer. And if you look at the strategic pillars of ADNIC, it's modernization, expansion, employer of choice, product development, distribution, customer service and innovation and technology. And I recognize financial strength.
When we are choosing any insurance company from assured side, one must see the financial strength of that insurance company. And we'd like to share you that we've been awarded with the Middle East Insurance Company of the Year by World Finance Awards London in 2010 and in the following year 2011. We are also awarded with the Insurance Company of the Year by Middle East Insurance Federation Bahrain, and we were the Achievement Award of the Year in Insurance. For any financial institute, rating is the most important and vital part. We've been rated as A Excellent with stable outlook by AM Best and A minus with positive outlook by Standards and Poor's.
Now you have an idea about what is a boat insurance and you have some idea about your reliable insurance. So if you want to cover your yacht, what you have to do is that you can fill out a proposal form and we may ask for some documents like a proof of valuation, and you can email it to us or you can call us, you can contact us at the following contact details, and God forbid, and if you have a claim also, you can contact us at the same details. And we have with us today one of the prominent personality in the insurance industry, about 40 years experience of claims, Deputy Chief Claims Officer, Mr. K. Thomas. So if you have any sort of doubt, don't trouble us, you can trouble Mr. Thomas and he'll be happy to assist you. So in short, if you're planning to charm an elegant lady, what I mean is if you are planning to buy a yacht, no matter what big it is, no matter how sophisticated it is, no matter how valuable it is, remember, you're valuable insurer, ADNIC. Over to you.
You know, I'd just like to say that at the end of this session or today's scientific program, we always make a report and have recommendation, and we communicate with different government organizations and non-government organizations regarding the issue pointed or raised in here. So please, this is one of the things.
Do you provide any sort of training for yacht owners in terms of safety and insurance? For example, when you're a yacht owner and you have guests on board, you don't really explain to guests what to do in terms of safety procedures in case something happens. Do you educate your customers in this direction?
In respect of the education of the customer, whenever there is a new boat comes to, for our quotation, what we do is we send our staff surveyor. If it is a small boat and if it is a big yacht, we send expertise marine competent surveyors such as BMT, Henderson, and they do visit the yacht and they carry out the safety audit of the yacht.
Because once we insure a yacht, it's like our property, in the way, not literally, but if anything bad happens to that, we also suffer. So we do have an interest in the yacht, so we do take presentations and we advise the client what are the measures and methods to take. So normally means we propose them a presentation, we go to their office and give them a presentation, but we not literally go to their boat and train them.
We're not trained.
Okay, to answer your question, the government authorities here in Dubai and in India, UAE, especially the Coast Guard, the ADNIC, they have certain regulations. When a boat owner, he takes out the vessel, and you have to get it insured. Plus, you have to register with the authorities, and they have certain rules to be followed, and certain equipments to be bought and kept on board. Then only they will allow you license. Without license, you cannot get out into the sea. And there are regulations that you cannot go beyond 20 miles, or certain areas you cannot go. You must have a life jacket, you must have first aid, and you must have the crew experience in navigating and firefighting, and you must have life-saving vest, etc. These are all in a pack you will get from the authorities, and we always advise the prevention measures, how to avoid collision, now how to maintain your vessels in a fit and sound conditions, that it will definitely give you a pleasure rather than difficulty. And you have to call the Coast Guard, come and help us. And you must have additional protections if you have got a number of guests. You must increase your equipment to save them also. These are all available in locally, and you can buy it, and you can have it checked with the local authorities before your boats are licensed and before you set out. I think your question is answered.
Yes,
now.
yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Any more?
Any more questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For the National Insurance.